Nice. Nice. Let's just start turning that down a little bit because I believe it's time, rather than listening to this rather awesome little piece of music, I think we should perhaps talk about what we're doing here this evening. And, of course, wish all you wonderful dreamers a good evening. Happy Valentine's Day. And welcome once again to the world of Fangame Bingo. Of course, if you're here watching / listening / doing whatever in the background to this, that probably means that you have nothing better to do on Valentine's, which is possibly a depressing concept, but we're going to sort that right now. We're not going to be depressed here tonight. Everyone's going to be happy, especially me. Fuck my life. Okay, so, in case you're just tuning in for the first time, welcome, of course, welcome to Fangame Bingo. What are we going to do here this evening? Well, it's a tired old formula at this point. Tired and possibly even stale. Dare I even say it? And I think there's plenty of life left in this. What are we going to do? You can fuck right off. What we're going to do is we're going to go on to the Yume Fangames wiki, and we're going to use the random page feature to pick out random dream content. I'm just sorry, I'm getting the chat up. We're running a little bit fast and loose this morning. It's not this morning. It might be this morning for some of us. I'm running a bit fast and loose because I've set up my new computer and not all of my software is running on it. So there's potential here that everything will just go completely tits up. That's fine. I'm almost in favour of it. I think it'd be a good laugh on it. So yeah, we use this. We use the random page feature. We get some games. These are some games we might get. I doubt we're going to get any of these games. We've played quite a lot of fan games. As it turns out, I don't even want to think about any fan games. Maybe we can find this out really quick. How many folders have we got here? Oh my god, that's a lot of folders. 90 fan games! Holy shit, we've gone through 90 fan games on Fangame Bingo. That doesn't include WODs, and it doesn't include itch.io stuff either. That's mental. I can't. The fucking fan games wiki must be about half done at this point. Okay, well, there we go. That's possibly why we're getting so many duplicates. We've gone through 90 fan games. 90! Can you believe that? 90. That's incredible. In fact, there's even more than that. Well, it's not so much a new PC. We'll talk about it a little bit. I wanted to do a video about it, but I'm too lazy. Time to make it 100. We're not doing 100 games. We're not doing 10 games this evening. Fuck me. I want to not do that all night. I mean, that's the somewhat unfortunate thing about doing it tonight instead of Thursday is, of course, on Thursday you roll into Friday and you get that Friday feeling. But today's Wednesday, which means I've got 2 days of work to go. Who's fucking gonna complain about that? Me, right? Okay, enough fanning about. So it's the done thing to do some conditions, and those are usually suggested by our studio audience. I have one that I'm going to keep on there because I'm sure it's going to lead to some shots eventually, the area with lots of copy-paste rooms. But if some other beautiful contestants, I say contestants, there's no prizes, would like to come up with some drinking conditions and put them in the chat, I will add them. I guess they could be somewhat romantically themed. I kind of don't really care though. Animal effect. Didn't we have that one last time? Animal effect? Animal effect. Yeah, alright, fine. Didn't we have that one recently? Don't know. Maybe it was a Doom one. I could believe that. Fan games wiki will never be done since stuff will always come. Yeah, except that the rate of me going through them could be faster than the fan games. I mean, that could happen. I think it's very likely, actually. I could probably have played all of the games before new people start submitting more content. Yeah. Conditions, think. Yes, indeed. I know. World with hearts or gory body parts. There we go. That's a drinking condition right there if I've ever heard one. World with hearts. That's fun. That's Valentine's enough, isn't it? NPCs with no sound and just wandering in circles being useless. NPCs that do bugger all. I think that's a better way of... That's a more eloquent way of wording what you're saying there, Mars. Bad dialogue. Bad dialogue. I don't know what I was trying to write there, but I'm going to write it in all caps because that deserves to be shouted. One-way teleporters that are extremely inconvenient. Ear rape sound effects. Oh, come on, these are both winners. Coin toss. I don't have any coins. I could just toss something. I felt like I should probably add that there in case. It's a Valentine stream, but let's face it has to be to a certain level of work for safeness. And compared to the last few streams, I probably am in like a watch list from Twitch and YouTube at this point. The shit that we've been going through. Ear rape sound effects. We can have both. Why not? One-way teleporters that fuck you over, and of course, fan favorite, which is hopefully going to get us drunk, is ear rape sound effects. Yes, fantastic, good. That is a good wallop of conditions, and I hope they are going to fucking work this time because we didn't meet any of the conditions we met last week. That has got to be a fucking drinking condition on its own. Don't meet any of the fucking tropes. I love gore. Presumably meaning the what was it, Mr. Vice President, the Al Gore, inventor of the internet. Right. Okay. Enough belly aching. Where's my thingy? There's one. There's two. There's three. Good. A whole collection of sounds. You can sample them and use them for $5.99. Right, let's go. Go. Oh wait, what am I doing? Put the stream up first. There we go. Stream. There we go. There we go. Oh, you fucking. We've played this already, didn't we? Didn't we? Walnosk. Yeah, we did play this already. Wah, wah, wah. Manda no Yume. Oh, this looks new. Layton Lozio. Oh, it's the Dream Diary Content Jam again. Fuck me, how many people submitted games to that bloody Dream Diary Jam? In case you're not familiar, they did a jam midway through last year. Coding competition, whatever you want to call it, where people had to submit games. Yeah, and we've been playing a lot of them. Probably way more than any human being ever really should be exposed to unfinished games. Anyway, we're going to download this, and we're going to play it, and we're going to see if it's worth its weight in Fangames, which is not a lot. Also worth noting, I think we might get some guests. If you want to tune in, you want to speak live on the stream, you've got some Valentine's message that you want to say, you can join the Discord and you can say hello. That can happen. If you're very good, that can happen. So I'm going to get this set up. I'll be back shortly. Alright, it seems to work. It isn't making any sound, so let's just stop that. It doesn't seem to be making any sound at all. I don't know if that's a reflection of what the game's going to be like, but that's okay. Where are we on things? Let's look at this. Here we go. So, Manda no Yume. Of course, a famous drinking condition of yesteryear was if it had Yume or like Nikki in the title. But we don't have that, so we don't get shot. What the fuck everyone's saying? People are bitter. Valentine's Day is an excuse to spoil yourself. Are you not supposed to spoil your loved one? I don't think you're supposed to buy Valentine's presents for yourself. Oh, I got this present for the person I love the person I love the most in the whole world. Me! You get yourself a fucking box of chocolates and a rose and a dildo and whatever else. No. Surely that's not the... You're supposed to get these things for the other person. Especially the last one. Maybe just the last one, in fact. Anyway, we're talking about Manda no Yume. Dream Diary Jam entry. Stars a young girl named Manda. That's Manda. Looking at us in a somewhat unsettling manner. That's fan art. I was going to say, I recognise this number here. If you're single, love yourself. That's setting the tone for this evening, isn't it? I'm gonna get a fucking drink. I think it's time for a shot. Manda no Yume is a traditional fan game. The bed is used to enter the dream world, allowing you to explore and collect effects. The laptop in the dream world is used to change the menu theme. Great. I can't wait to do that. Unlike most fan games, there are 2 menu slots to equip effects. You can combine effects. That's brilliant. Hidden NPC, small hints. I love that. That's my favourite feature. Spoon as a weapon. Well, I guess that technically counts as an unconventional thing. What was that? What did I say there? No, fuck off. No, I don't want that. Oh, we played that. We did play that. 5 dream worlds. Great. She lies in bed. Great. Great. Looks nice. Okay, right. Well, enough fanning about with that. Let's look at it, eh? Looks like this. It says Leighton. I don't know why. Oh, here we go. It's making noises. It's making noises, everyone. Let's turn it down a bit. Bloop. Good. Nice sound. Nice sound. We're drinking vodka. I have to comment. That there's not as much of it as I remember. We had vodka last time, but there's a lot less vodka. Baby must have drunk it. Cheers to that, baby. Ah, bliet! Ah. What is this telling us? Toggle dash. That's what I like in a fan game. The sprint ability. That's not me. Okay, good. Here we go. Spin my eye out, please. Oh, very well spotted. I can update that. Hang on. I can update that. There we go. Is that right? Yeah, that's fine. Sometimes it doesn't update when I click it. I don't know why. It's asleep. The fan gamers who are observant will notice this, of course, sometimes, because I will flag a condition as met and will not update immediately, and I have to apply it again. Question mark? We cannot dash in the real world. What are these items? Nice. Nice. That's a good amount of items. Dave, if you want to join, you have to get in the general voice channel. No, I don't want to save. Oh, that's nice. Someone's spent a lot of time in this jam making all the stuff in the room. Oh, Jesus Christ. That's a terrifying sound. Let's just fucking stop that right now. Wow. Wow. YouTube stream now. I don't know why it says that. Can we use this? What's this thing? What is that? Is it Is it a tap? It's very strange. Let's go. That is some bed there. Look at that. Gothic. I like it. Get in. It's very amusing sleeping. Do not run doors or mum with me. Fuck mum. She can be mad as she wants. Professor Oak. I will drink to when a condition is met, but I only have Jim Beam and Jägermeister. That's a good selection of things. Candy skin. I've always wanted candy skin. Uh-oh. Dick Doss. Uh-huh. What the fuck is a Dick Doss? Dick Doss. Good. Looks like nothing's really different in here. We didn't try this door in the waking world. Did we? Oh, I don't want to look at that. That's like a nexus. What's out here? Nothing. So what's out there? Nothing. Nothing. Okay. Somewhat chaotic, this screen, I've got to say. Yeah, it's a nothing. No music's to be heard at all. We can sprint. So I'm immediately sort of positively disposed to this game, and it's what's her name? Mandy? I mean, her could also be the lead. Body pillow. It could also be the lead of, you know, some scene band. My Chemical Park. I don't know. What do the kids listen to these days? It's not that. It doesn't have enough twerking bums in it. But then again, that could be the crossover we've all been waiting for. That's excellent. We've turned into a body pillow with a picture of ourselves on it, which is actually a fantasy I've always had. Great body pillow. Yes, this is perfect for Valentine's Day. If you're feeling a little bit lonely, just get a body pillow. A body pillow with a picture of yourself on it. And you can hump it. It'll be brilliant. I couldn't think of anything more pleasurable, actually. That's an interesting collision detection there. What is that? It's like a half-eaten apple. Yeah, I love being the sprinting body pillow. It's my favourite thing. It also means you don't have to animate the walking animation. It's pretty good. Nice if you're a lazy game developer. The back is supposed to be a sexy pose. Well. Oh, this is the fucking bedroom. Cut a little hole in it. No, I ain't doing that. I want a picture of fudge. Presumably you mean the food stuff. Of course. Presumably, because otherwise that'd be terrifying. Dame, hello. Oh, hang on. Input device. No. Voice activity. Come on, Discord. What are you doing? Okay, bear with me a second, guys. Why was that shaking? Are we cold? We are cold, look at that. She's shivering. Turns out a pillow is not an appropriate thing to be. Okay. For some reason Discord isn't able to pick up my voice. It's not reading anything. I might need to restart it. Hang on. Hang about. Sorry guys, we're a bit of production going on here. Quit that and start it back up. So, okay, well, we died, I guess. We got eaten by the cold. Got eaten by the elements. What else is new? Test. That's better. Dame, hello. Hello, line one. Oh, Jesus. That's going down.
Sorry.
Oh, God. Right. Hang on. Say something?
Yeah. Saying something.
I've faded you right down. You're coming through like some kind of extremely noisy thing. Like my downstairs neighbours, they were.
Oh, like my dog barking.
Oh god, that's piercingly loud. Hang on. Say something again.
Hello.
That's going to go down there. Dame is cute. Well, there you go. You got a fan, Dame.
I have a fan. Oh no.
It's also a fan who's really into mayonnaise.
Oh yes, Marcus.
So that's a good thing. Right. Hi, Dame. I'm just gonna sort out so you can actually see what's going on. Let's.
Am I gonna be able to hear the music, or that's still
Dame, we are living in the future now. Everything's possible.
Yes.
Screen share. He says optimistically, it's actually been a little while since I've done this now, so assuming I haven't broken it in the meantime. Okay, so can you see the thing?
I can now. Yeah.
Can you hear anything?
I actually can. It works.
Hooray! What a world we live
Hooray!
in.
Yes.
Hooray! Right. Brilliant. You're so smart with your virtual audio cables. Thanks. How do you know about my secrets, Mars? Anyway, Dame, hello. Happy Valentines.
Yes, you too. I was the one that requested it today, so.
Yeah, I know. Imagine that I have to go. I have to go out of my way on my busy Wednesday schedule of doing jack shit. Actually, what I was doing was I was having a nap. That's what you interrupted this evening. I was gonna have a nap.
I actually kind of feel bad about that because naps are awesome.
Nah, it's a waste of time. You just end up tired anyway. You just end up still being tired. What's the point? What's the point of even going to sleep? You just end up tired again.
It's like dying without the commitment.
But even that, I mean...
It's like a mini death. You don't have to deal with anything.
Yeah, but it's like...
I love sleeping, though.
It's like half-arsing it. If you're going to do it, you might as well do it properly, right? I'm not advocating, of course, any self-harm here, but, you know, if you're going to do it, then, I mean, why stop at a nap? Why not just...
Well, what if I just don't want to be awake for 2 hours? Like, what if I can't just even right now?
Enter my passcode. Right. Okay. Oh god, that's a lot of potential keys for a passcode.
Oh.
Perhaps you're bad at napping. It wouldn't surprise me. I'm bad at a lot of things. Maybe the password is A-E-I-O.
To be fair, napping is a skill. I hadn't learned that until recently. How to do it.
Napping as a skill?
You have to learn how to nap properly so you don't feel like shit when you wake up from it.
Well, you know, that's
Weren't
fine.
you doing that weird sleeping cycle?
Yeah.
I don't know about that anyway, so you get me. Okay.
Yeah, I got bored of that. Well, it's not that I got bored of that. It's incompatible with any kind of real life.
Totally, yeah. That's why it's difficult to do.
Oh, it's dark in here. Hang on, there's a candle. We can get to it. I'm sure we can. I'm sure we can, actually. Oh, I can see a creepy eye watching us. Okay, we can't get to the candle. I don't want to be in here. It's too... Oh, fucking hell. This is an odd game. The character has, like, the art style of a traditional RPG maker. Character.
So,
but the rest of it is...
The main character's shirt is supposed to look like Madatsuki's, right?
Well, I mean, it's that or some other thing. I don't even know what it is, to be honest.
It just looks like black and white dots.
Yeah. Minimalistic. But it's kind of difficult to see at this distance. We're so high up and far away from the character. Play fan games and pretend fudges. I don't think we should do that. Well, at least we're not talking about body pillows anymore. The prospect of a self-styled body pillow, quite terrifying. Although this thing's quite terrifying. Wow, look at you. Aren't you a looker? You don't... You sound like a frog, but you don't look much like a frog.
There's no music at all?
No, not in this world. There's music in... There was music briefly in the icy world, but it stopped. Okay, this is an interesting event.
What is that thing?
I don't know. Oh god. It doesn't want to...
Hey, Dr. Odd, happy Valentine's Day.
It doesn't want to talk to us. So yeah, my... what did I do? I mentioned it on the last stream, but I got a new laptop because my other laptop was, well, not so much dying, but just starting to show its age a little bit. I wanted to do a video about it, which I actually recorded the footage for. Oh no! There's a thing happening there.
Is that? It's a computer desk
Go after it.
on a train track.
Considering all the attention to detail that was made in the bedroom, I kind of wish that the author of this fan game hadn't done that and instead perhaps spent time like working on music. That'd be nice. I prefer the ambience in the actual dream world than in the real world. That goes for a lot of different things.
I'm not sure how I feel about the trees.
How did we get in here? Yeah, the trees look really out of place.
Well, it's just that the whole screen is nothing but trees.
You like a little bit of variance in your trees. Maybe chuck a willow or an oak, a palm in there. Chuck a palm in there. Oh, well, this world looks fantastic. Oh my god, what is that?
It is a shield, I think.
It's also got. I don't quite know what to make of what the lines on it are supposed to accentuate. I noticed that it's got the same pattern on what I guess is its face is on its shield.
Yeah, the graphics aren't bad. They are just kind of MS Painty, but they're not awful.
They're a bit inconsistent. And we are running around.
Yeah.
We're running around on a completely plain black background. For what it's worth.
Oh, that's the condition I wanted to do, but I forgot. Plain black backgrounds. You know, nothing there.
Oh, this guy's blocking the door. Look at him. It's like an American football player. A friend of mine bought one for me. What? A friend of mine bought me one last time he visited. You mean a
train?
No, not. I think they're talking about body pillows. In fact, I think specifically they're talking about Sookie body pillows.
You can buy a Sookie body, and I'm sure you can. It's been out for a long time.
I think you can get whatever you wanted printed on a body pillow. I probably shouldn't be.
Just custom.
I shouldn't be saying that in context of what we've just been talking about because I don't want to give anyone any fucking ideas. But yeah, I'm pretty sure you can get a body pillow with just about anything on it. Like it's like those mice mat.
I thought he got a train. I was really excited about that.
that is next level wealth if you're getting trains. My friend got me a train just when he was visiting. He thought he'd give me a train. He arrived in it and then he didn't need it, so he thought he'd just leave it with me. Man, I don't have friends like that. I don't have friends that give me body pillows either, for that matter.
I've never actually seen one in person. I don't think.
A train.
No, body pillows.
Oh, we have ambient sound. It's rain, but we do have ambient sound.
We do.
You can find anything on a body pillow if you try hard enough. I have to say though, I think a body pillow is a bit extreme, but I've always had this notion of buying. You know how you get those mouse mats with like the boobs on them, or perhaps not even a boob, perhaps a bum, and it's
the
like
boob mat. Yeah.
Yeah, and they got like the gel bit, and you can squash it. I want to get one of them and like take it to my work or some other environment where it would probably be frowned upon, and then see how long you could go with somebody commenting on it. Except I don't have the balls for that. Oh wow, this is a small part. Oh! There's music. Music. I say music. It's just one note. My eyes. What's wrong with your eyes? Oh, hang on.
I was trying to figure that out too. I'm not sure what they were.
A train body pillow. A train decky. A big. It is holy because it was Big Titty Maro. Okay, great. So I guess this is a Sookie body pillow with massive gazongas.
Which she doesn't have massive boobs.
Well, it's not canon. It's not like
I like things accurate. Damn it! You gotta stick close to the character.
I mean, it's not like this body pillow, which is canon, I guess.
Right.
I don't even. What do you do with a thing like that? I mean, I suppose if you live by yourself, then it's great. You could just leave it wherever. But what do you do if you've got like friends or family or anything like that. What do you do with it?
Hide it?
It's like fucking massive though. It's the size of a body.
Yeah, you don't really have anywhere to put that away except in a big closet, maybe.
Hide it in the bed. Or you could just introduce it to your family and friends as like your lover or just your friend. You're like, hey, sorry, this is my roommate, and it's just a big titted.
People do that.
A big.
People do that.
It's just a big breasted Sookie sitting in a recliner. Like, what's up? It's like, yeah, I'm sure that would go down. Oh. Huh?
Hey, I think it's Zader. Zader Gamers and Twitch, but he's in there all alone.
Oh. Well, that's fine. You can still see the chat. Hi, Zader Gamer. You're listening to Dame, in case you're wondering who the other voice is. Bring her to the family dinner. Exactly. That's the Russian doll thing, is it? Amatryoshka.
I didn't want to say it because I was afraid I was going to butcher it. Yeah.
Oh. Can we combine these two effects then? How do we do that? Right. Okay, it says. I guess it's saying no. I guess it's saying that is not an option.
Oh, it's not compatible.
Oh my god, that is so stupid.
Can you pop out the smaller ones?
I beg your pardon. Hang on. No, but we can wake up. Apparently, Q wakes up. Okay, good. I now know that. I hear, of course, that in the official Yume canon, that Madutsuki's real cause of death was she fell over because she had massive tits. I'm sure that's the case. I think that's going to be explained in the new game. Sorry if that's a spoiler, but I got that from my sources. And the source wasn't just Marcus. Where the fuck even were we?
An official Madatsuki source for information?
I rely on all my Yume information coming from Marcus, actually. Fudge's headcanon. Yeah, right, buddy. Do you know what? This Nexus is really disorienting. See this background and the fact that it loops. I'm having such a hard time figuring out where we even just were. Was it in here? Yes, it was. Right. Okay. Let's go down. How long have we been playing this game?
There's people.
Oh, you're right. They're very small though.
They don't do anything?
Nope.
That's a shot. That's a shot.
Is it? Oh, NPCs that do bugger all. That's absolutely a shot. Are you drinking along, Dame?
I'm not drinking. I'm doing something else, but I'm gonna be right back to do that.
Okay.
Weed.
Okay. Good. Of course, we don't condone that sort of thing on this stream. Not at all. To be a massive alcoholic, die, poison your liver. Just don't do drugs, right? Just don't do drugs. That's the bad one. Fudge has a head cannon. Yeah, I know. I shot it everywhere. What kind of cannon are we talking about? How much did you have to drink so far? I've had one shot, actually. Thank you very much. I've only had the one shot. So this is shot 2. Shot 2, which is NPCs that do booger all. I really should be keeping a track of who's saying what. I think that was Mars that suggested that one. Yeah, it was, wasn't it? Yeah. It would also be quite interesting to see what the most lethal conditions have been historically. I might try and figure that out. Although that might involve a lot of work, and Lord knows, work is one of those things that I could really do without. The NPC thing might get a little crazy if you do it multiple times. Nah. Maybe we should try being fat. Heavy or small? I am heavy weapons guy. And this is my weapon. She weighs 150 kilograms. Oh, look at that. Footprints. I don't have a lot to say about this game. I mean, it's quite competent. all things considered, compared to some of the direct that we've been playing, this is all fine, but I like this idea of combining effects. I'm a bit... Oh yeah, guys, what do you think of me now, yeah? You're into body pillows, right? Fucking seems everyone else is. Now that she's giant, she technically got giant honkers, right? Yeah, I mean, I guess that's one outlook on life that you can take. If you're giant, then you de facto have giant boobs, I guess. Giant everything, in fact. Giant toes, giant nose hairs, a giant throat, a giant belly button. Consider that. Giant belly. It'd be like a pond. You put fish in it. Good. What is this? Okay, good. I feel like we're not done with this place. All we just need to do is not wake up again. I like this, because I noticed when you go up the stairs, you can kind of see the level below, which is an unusual attention to detail in an RPG Maker thing. Hi. There's a mouse hole here. I don't think we're going to be able to go in there. At least the rain stopped. That's nice. Peaceful. We can appreciate the music a little bit more. Speaking of music, of course, this would be week 7 of the Weekly Beats project that myself and Pure have been taking part of. In case you're not sure what that is, it is... oh, I need to take a shot, cheers. It is a site you have to make music every week. For no real reason other than apparently you've got nothing better to do with your life. And I've been doing it. At least attempting to do it out of order. Is that good? Okay. Apparently it's out of order. I don't know what's out of order. Apparently the little man who's hiding in the stairs is out of order. You're out of order, mister. Oh, it's one of these dancing shield dudes. Good. He's not got anything in his little shop. You can drink with 16 in Germany. Okay. Yeah, well, Germany. I can't really comment on Germany. Oh, there's a guy up there. Hello there, guy. I can't really comment on Germany. I don't think I've ever been to Germany. At least I can't remember it. If I did go, I don't remember it. What is this effect? This effect is a body pillow. The body. Oh crap! Wow, these steps are tiny. It's a very curious perspective, all this. Hi. Jacket. Don't mind if I do. Come here, jacket. A warm jacket. Oh look, it combined, I guess. Excellent. Excellent. My jacket doesn't look a lot like that guy's jacket though. Let's try this. Oh, it started raining. That's what the gods think of us being a Russian doll wearing a jacket. Smiting on us. Yeah, so Weekly Beats, and yeah, I mean, it's proven to be fucking difficult. I mean, fuck me. I mean, working at like a creative rate of maybe something that I would consider finished maybe like once every 6 months. Having to condense all that down into a week. Not easy. Not easy. I struggle to think how all these talented people can do it. Especially Pure. Very talented. But yeah. Yeah, that's kind of where that is. I'm enjoying it, but at the same time, I feel like a week is just such a short period of time that you can't help but rush things, which sucks a bit. Did we go left here? There's... Uh-oh. Bomb has been planted. Okay, I'm going to the bomb site. I'm going to the bomb site, guys. I'm elite crew. I'm gonna go. I got my AK. Right, I'm approaching.
I actually thought that was someone's alarm here for a moment.
No, it wasn't. It was our alarm. Of all the things we could interact with in the room, the alarm turned out to actually be a sleeper agent. And it did work. Do you know what? I like that. I like these little sort of waking up things, although... Oh look, there's a different picture on here. It's the jacket. Nice. I think that's probably enough for this game. It seems to have come to quite a natural conclusion by waking us up there. So, do you know what? I'm going to just go out on a limb here and perhaps say this is probably the best Game Jam game that we've played. I can't remember one quite competently executed as this one, so immediately...
Well, it works. I mean, the game's not broken or anything, and it's not ugly or have awful, loud music or noise.
That is a high watermark for a fan game in general, never mind one that was made in the space of like 2 months. So, yeah. Okay, let's end on a high. Bye, game. I didn't save it. Oops. Oh well. That's fine. Let's put that back up. In fact, no, let's not. Let's look at what people have said about it, if anything. Nope, no comments. It was good game. It's a good game. Smiley face. It's a good game. There we go.
That's a nice review.
Thanks. That's not actually. It's lying. Probably the first. No, I don't want to do that. I don't want to contribute to the community. Oh God, what have I gotten into? Now they're going to be at my door. Would you like to donate to our Lord and Savior? Fuck. Should never have given them my details. Pretty alright game. I like that. I really like that. The art style was somewhat inconsistent, which is possibly my only slight of it. But I mean, we've played so many of these fucking Dream Diary Jam games, and so many of them are fucking arse. This one, really liked it. Anyway, welcome back, team. Are you set?
Yeah, I'm set.
Good. Well, in that case, let's go over why we are gathered here this evening. Wait, you're a happily settled young gal, aren't you, Dame?
Yep.
So do you have big V-Day plans?
We went out yesterday because we hate traffic, and then today I think we're just gonna stay home and watch TV and eat steak.
Steak.
Yeah, we
Man
never heard
alive.
Chick-fil-A mignon, so.
Wow, fancy.
Yeah.
That is fancy. Tricycle. Hang on. A penny farthing. Bike and child puts you on a unicycle. I see. They're talking about effect combinations. That makes a lot of sense. Anyway, I guess you're just tuning in. What are we doing? We are using the random page feature on the Yume Fangames wiki to find interesting fan games. And we're off to a good start. We haven't had anything too questionable so far. No things that could potentially be vaginas. So I think we're doing quite well. Let's see if that continues with the next roll of the dice. God, do you know what? I nearly thought for a second there that was something else. You probably can't see this at the moment, Dame, but you can wait until I start up the next game, right? Or you could just look at the stream muted because there's nothing. There's nothing happening.
I was just waiting.
Okay, good. I didn't want you to be sitting there
it's not
going.
Like I've never seen the Yume Fangames page before.
Well, there's a picture of a young girl sitting on a train car, and there's a very beautiful sunset in the background. It's very good. I nearly thought the way it was drawn it was something else, but thankfully it's completely PG. It's all fine. Everything's fine. Wrens are a species of passerine birds. Okay, good. Passing by. Nice. Oh, it's another Dream Diary Jam game. I don't fucking believe it. Another one. Christ. But the advantage of this, I guess, is that they're all in English, which greatly increases the chance of them actually fucking working. It has 2 comments. Oh no, don't be one of these. Oh, let me guess. Oh, we're improving it, so I've taken the download link away. Fuck me! Why the fuck do that?
Why not just leave it and then upload the updated version?
This is my fucking peeve about fucking everything. I mean, why release it and then take it away? Because when you do that, right? I was on the Doom wiki earlier on. I was looking at some description of a WOD, and they were talking about there's this massive long page with about fucking 4 pages, right? But it was all about an idea. The guy hadn't actually done anything. It was just an idea for a WOD. He hadn't actually produced anything, right? Now, these people who have taken part in the Dream Diary Jam have actually created something which advertises their game, it builds interest in it, and then they've taken it away so there isn't actually anything to play. As far as it's practically concerned, it doesn't exist. It's just another page on the wiki that doesn't actually lead to anything. I don't fucking get it. It fucking boggles my mind. I wish folk wouldn't do that. So I guess we're gonna have to just assume that Ren's experience is just great. Let's see. You can pick your dream world by. It's got train carriage, even tying into the last game where we were talking about trains.
Aww.
Use the whistle in your inventory. Sounds like it has an interesting concept. Shame we're never going to be able to fucking play it. Good. Let's just press on Ignite. That sounds familiar. Enter the Furnace Realm. That sounds exciting. It has effects called Monster and Kitten. Good. Ignite. Have we played a game called Ignite? No. Good.
Are there fan games that you have to pay for?
We came across one game on the Fangames wiki. Yeah. We did come across one game that was. It started off as a fan game. I think the author decided that they were going to put it on Steam or something, and then the project went completely dead. I couldn't find anything else out about it. So I mean, fuck knows. Oh, this game apparently features a character called Sookie. It's a strange name. A black cat under quarantine. That's it. We're going to be the furry. I don't know if that's going to classify as an animal effect. We'll have to leave that up to the audience to decide.
Well, it's a cat.
Yeah, but that's not a. Oh, but we can turn it.
Animal.
We're going to turn it into a monster. Yeah, but you're a monster, but you're an animal by default. So is it an effect if you turn into a cat wearing a hat when you were already a cat? When your ground state is cat and you wear a hat, what is the cat? Anyway, let's download this. I'll put up the idle screen, but I'm not going to subject you to it. Well, I say subject. I've been listening to the music on the weekly beats from week 6, and it's all been very interesting so far. So you'll just have to listen to me and Dame talking about whatever stupid shit. You were asking, what was we talking about in that previous game? We're talking about computers.
Yeah, tell me about your new laptop or whatever.
Yes, my laptop was showing its age a little bit, and the battery died in it. So I had to. I didn't have to. I felt the urge to splurge, if you will. So I splurged, and then after I was done with that, I got a laptop. And hello there, Rinshu.
Yeah, welcome, Rinshu, I think.
Furry Nikki. Every effect is a different species and/or fetish. No, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. Sorry, we already had bloody. Did you see Toon Doom thing on the Doom stream from a couple of weeks ago?
I don't think I did.
That was just brilliant. So there's this. I can't even do it justice. And there's two of them. But some guy back in like fucking 96 or something made a what I guess you could call a total conversion for Doom, which replaced all the artwork with well, see, I think back in the 90s they didn't really have what you would consider as the modern furry. They had something that was like a proto furry, like the early furry, like early man. This is like early animal man. And it wasn't called a furry. It was, the guy calls it a toon for whatever reason. So maybe we could have Toon Nikki. Toon Nikki. God, that doesn't roll off the tongue very well. Toon Nikki. Toon Nikki. Oh, I can't even say it. And that's not the alcohol. I've had 2 drinks. Anyway, I'm getting this set up. And I'm getting distracted talking about the laptop again. The laptop... It kind of died, and I wanted a new one, so I got a new one. It's kind of the end of the story, really, and it's great. It can actually play half decent computer games on it, probably better than my actual computer can, which is saying something. But the thing is, I wanted to get a graphics card, right? And then I looked at the prices of graphics cards at the moment, and I don't know if that's something that you shop around for, Dane, but Yeah, the price of graphics cards at the moment is pretty soul destroying because all the Bitcoin miners are buying them up. And the one,
Oh, that's what's going on. I didn't really know because I'd have no plans. I don't think I'm gonna get a desktop for a while, so I haven't been looking.
yeah, so trying to get a high performance like new model graphics card is very difficult because either they're all sold out because the Bitcoin miners buy them, or if you can get them, they are artificially inflated by at least £100, possibly even more than
That makes
that.
sense. I kind of heard about that. I actually have a lot of friends that are doing the
Oh God,
Bitcoin and digital know all about that.
the game's gone full screen. I can't
Huh.
see anything. I've got a black screen. This happened before, and it was like the death knell for the stream. Oh God, that's good. It gave us an error. Oh, I copied the wrong thing in because I'm a fucking idiot. That's why. It's not gonna work. What's that? What's that typing, Dame? What are you doing?
Oh, I'm typing in the Discord.
Oh,
I guess I type
oops.
loud.
Or you have a very sensitive microphone.
Yeah, I think this headset is like the best microphone I've ever had, and it wasn't even meant for that, really.
What kind of headset is it?
Well, it's just a gaming headset for the PS4. It's not really supposed to be great quality.
I actually joined the Discord server because of Bit Tiddy mad at Sookie. I don't even know what that means.
I
I'm
don't
not
even know
sure.
what's going
I'm glad that we can provide whatever stimulation that you need.
on. Right?
Right, hang on. So this game, for a little bit of context for you dreamers and dream girls, we are trying to run this game, and it is giving me the famed vehicle error because RPG Maker is a piece of shit. Really, that's why the bloody RTP package doesn't come with certain assets that people don't package with their games, and as a result, it didn't work out the box, which means you need to dig out one that I did get working, find the vehicle file, and then copy it into the game and hope that it works. It's a strong argument for not using feckin' RPG Maker in my mind. There we go. Right, good. I'm quite excited about this game actually. It sounds like it could be quite interesting. We've got sound. I guess
Whoa.
you could consider that a sound. Jesus. Bass. Ignite Notes X. Oh, this is made by the same guy that made that Dry game. Oh, I'm glad we're playing this actually. That's quite good. Right. So there's a few things I'm going to need to set up here. Namely, Dame will need to be able to look at it. But before we do that, let's talk a little bit about Ignite. So as I said, it's made by 40, and I'm pretty sure 40 is the same person who made that Dry game, which I really liked. So immediately, I'm quite pleased about this. The P in RPG Maker stands for pain, yes. Ignite is a Yume Nikki fangame created by 40, starring Sookie, a black cat under quarantine. A small rundown apartment room with a large fireplace in it. The dream world is accessed through staring at the fireplace. Good. I like the sound of that. The music's possibly a little bit quiet. There are many events. It doesn't look like this game's going to be that big. It's only got 5 effects in it, but maybe that'll be okay. I mean, we only have a condensed amount of time to explore this, so you know we'll take what we're given. Right? Can you see it?
There it is. Yeah.
Can you hear it?
Yep.
Good. Excellent. Why buy digital pennies when you can invest in the good old stock market? There's words of wisdom from our Mars.
The stock market also crashed.
Yeah.
Kinda when Bitcoin did. So I mean, that's irrelevant.
Yeah. Yeah. It's funny because I have been aware of like cryptocurrencies for such a long time. You think back on these things and you're kind of kicking yourself. You're like, why the fuck did I just ignore that?
Oh no, I almost bought like a bunch of it when it first came out, and then I talked myself out of it.
In case you're wondering what this game happens to look like, oh, that's not it. That's the idle screen. There you go. Right, good. I'm going to invest in Yahoo stock.
Yahoo stock.
Why invest in the stock market? The file main cannot be opened. Oh, game.
What?
Game. You've been an arse. Main. Where would main main.png. Oh, fuck me. Chipset. I hope main is not an important thing, or we're going to get a weird hybrid of two games. Bear with me a second here, guys. We had this exact same problem with Dry now that I think about it. It didn't work. I had to pick it up after the fact. I do remember that.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to see if this works. Okay, it does seem to be working. Right, I'm going to share the screen with you again. Hang on. Share screen. Here we go. Share a window. There it is. Right, there you go. Fireplace, your room. Change clothes, your sacred place. Let's just hope it doesn't crash immediately.
Change clothes, your sacred place?
And invest in dog racing.
No, just invest in dogs.
Yeah. Invest in a dog, in fact, and put it to work. Down the salt mines.
Yeah.
I'm going to have some cream soda. So, judge if you will. It's actually Scottish cream soda made by
Oh,
Bars.
I have some local root beer that's really good.
Bars, of course, make the famed Iron Brew, which everyone loves in Scotland and Russia. So apparently we dream by looking at the fireplace. I'm just going to check the streams actually show up correctly. It is. That's excellent. Oh God, what's that picture? I just caught a glimpse of the Discord. There was a massive picture that came up. Frightened me.
Oh my gosh! Oops.
Is that a cat from that one indie game? Undertale? I don't know. I wouldn't. It doesn't really narrow it. What indie game could you be talking about? What indie games have? Let's change clothes.
Snailkin made it.
Hello, Snailkin. You get a very sort of 8-bitty noise when you move around. I have no idea how loud it is. I think I've possibly made it a bit too quiet. There we go.
Graphics, though.
Yeah, I have to say the art style of Dry was very good, and this also looks to be very good. Although this purports to be a more complete experience. And like any cat, of course, you just walk on the bed, you don't go in the bed. Let's look at the fireplace for a bit. Here we go. I was expecting that the fireplace might like come on, not that it would. Oh my God. I regret turning it up immediately. Jesus Christ. I was expecting the fireplace to like come on or do something. Instead it just got really loud.
It's making noise, and Madatsuki's shirt thing is above the fireplace.
You what? Where? Oh yeah, so it is. Or it's a face.
Yeah,
it could just be a face.
I don't know. It has a border. It's pretty distinctive. I don't know.
We had a drinking condition for that a little while ago.
Yeah, no, I remember that. That's a good one.
The music seems a lot louder than the sort of ambience. I'm going to gingerly put the volume up a little bit. There's some little birds here. So did we establish if this is a shot or not? A cat effect when you are a cat. Yeah, I agree. I'm not going to argue with that logic.
Totes, I'm always right.
Looks pleasing. You all have a sans inside of you. Listen, I know it's Valentine's Day, but let's not get too sexual, right?
Well, Sans is a skeleton, and I said everyone is a skeleton.
Terrifying concept. Although it's not Halloween yet, so all the skeletons are friendly. They're just a young guy looking for a job, just trying to get by, mouths to feed and all that. Oh, does a skeleton eat? I suppose it does, doesn't it? Especially the one that's in your body. That one does need to eat. It needs to eat a lot. You got to feed up your skeleton before it bursts out from within your flesh.
Oh, we already had the NPC thing though. That debugger all.
Yeah, we did. But I mean, yeah.
Well, at least these ones are walking around.
I think Bugger All, it would be like an NPC that looks like it's going to do something interesting and it doesn't. These to me look like just sort of little flavory things. I don't see them as full-blooded NPCs. Doesn't have like an immediate thing to talk to. I mean, you could argue that these little birds look like NPCs, but they're not. They don't even move. Fucking scrubs. What are we doing? Oh, I need to update the thing, don't I? Where is it? What can you see when I do that, Dame? Can you see?
I can see like you dragging the window.
Can you see the notepad?
No.
Okay, good, because there's naughty things on there. There isn't really. Animal effect. It's not. It's HTML, and you're like computery enough that you'd probably just be like, oh god,
Yeah,
get that off of here.
And the CSS.
Yeah. Good night.
Good night.
Thanks for tuning in. Happy Valentines. I wonder what time zone they're in if they're going to bed now. Possibly. Well, I mean, you could be in UK and just you go to bed at a reasonable hour. You know, going to bed at 10 o'clock is probably quite reasonable. Not like a Londoner where you're staying up to like 12 o'clock and that's just like, yeah, it's just I'll just stay up to that time. Why not? I don't need to get my purported amount of sleep. I want to min-max my life. I want to get as much waking time as possible. Have a shower. Uninstall your bath. Oh wow. What are these things?
They look like fans, like in a factory.
I'm drinking neat vodka for anyone who's interested.
That's how I do my vodka now. I just do it straight. Shots.
It's okay, actually. It's okay. Do you know what? I think I'd actually prefer to drink that neat over a lot of other things we've drunk neat on the stream. Especially like the fucking brandy. Good God.
Brandy is harsh, straight. it's I don't know, mine always burns whenever I try.
Brandy's just crap. I don't like
I
brandy.
have a pear brandy that's pretty good, but it's like a dessert brandy, so it's good on ice cream and stuff.
Ice cream?
Yeah, it's like a pear brandy, so it's really sweet. It's really yummy.
Oh, that thing vanished. Oh, that's there. It's just it's phasing in and out of existence. So it's a very subby soundtrack here. It's like I hear the sort of the bass of it go whoop whoop.
Doof, doof, doof.
Exactly.
I kind of like it though. It's better than awful music.
Definitely. I already expected that this would be quite a good game based on the credentials.
And the soundtrack kind of fits the graphic style because it's so 8-bitty.
Well, the dry game just, I mean, yeah, I think that the author of this could easily put together, probably given the time and the inclination, something really special. Although I think this is complete, unlike Dry, which was, essentially just a proof of concept. Oh look, there's a cat person who apparently wants to really get inside us, who can apparently walk through walls, which is a good feature for a cat. God, can you imagine how annoying a cat would be? Like, you can't lock it anywhere. It'll just no clip wherever it wants to go. Like, oh yeah, I can't let the cat in the room with the birds in it, and the cat's like, fuck yeah, no clip in. Take that, birds, just go through the cage as well. Birds are dead, eaten. Mice in the walls, cat has no problem with that. Just no clips through the wall, mice eaten.
I kind of feel like that cat is like my spirit animal. I don't know why.
You mean this cat here with the green eyes?
The one that's clipping through the walls.
Okay, apparently being normal involves being flamey.
Oh, it's the lighter. Okay.
Return to your room and rest. Okay, good. I don't know what this is. It looks kind of like a baby crib or something.
I think it's supposed to be a bed. I'm not sure.
It's got high sides though.
Yeah.
Difficult to say. It's almost like I can hear a dog. It's almost like
that's my puppy.
It's almost like a halfway house between sort of Yume Nikki and like Neftelia, where everything's that little bit sort of minimalistic, which I like. I really like that actually. I think it also means, well, it's a lot of things. Your art style is not as demanding, and I think it makes it look quite like striking. You kind of remember the look of it, whereas if it's just like a generic Yume Nikki clone, you're like, ugh. But this at least, it has a really distinct art style.
Yeah, no, I really like this.
He vanished. Oh wow, we zoomed in on the cat's arse. Good. It's perfection. Well, I don't ever go that far, but
Man, that is loud.
is it?
To me, it is. I've been messing with the sound settings, but
It's surprisingly sharp, but I'm looking at the VU meter and it seems okay. I mean, you're louder than it. No, that's the point of reference. How loud is it on a scale of 1 to Dame?
I'm pretty loud anyway. So yeah.
What was that sound?
That was me sucking on a straw for my root beer cup.
She said straw.
Straw.
Good. What is root beer?
It's like a bunch of herbs and stuff made with yeast. Basically, there's just no alcohol in it. It's the same thing.
That sounds awful. Is it like ginger beer?
You've never had root beer?
Have you ever had ginger beer?
I have had ginger beer, but root beer is an alcoholic.
Ginger beer is an alcoholic.
Oh, it's not? I've had alcoholic.
You do get alcoholic ginger beer. Yeah, I sometimes drink that when I'm feeling like a bit of a pussy, but because it's quite a soft alcohol. It doesn't have a lot of alcohol in it. But
I don't even know how to explain root beer, but there's all different kinds of them. I mean, they can be sweet, they can be tart, so.
it's got sassafras in it. Root beer is nasty. Okay, the consensus is nasty.
Root beer is freaking awesome. What are you guys talking about?
There's a little fox here with a balloon.
Oh, it has a balloon. Yeah.
We have I mean, if I had a lighter, we could harass the fox and pop its balloon.
That
But
really seems like it should be an NPC that does something.
yeah, I agree. Shot.
I mean, it's like in the middle of a square.
Yeah. G'day, Ellie. Thanks for tuning in. So sassafras. I think root beer is good. Okay, we seem to have divided the populace with comments about root beer. I don't know, but I think it is a very American drink, though.
I would say it is, yeah.
I say that drinking cream soda, which is probably also quite an American drink. Which I guess the true what the fuck is that it's made by a Scottish drinks company. But yeah, I don't know. I'll need to hunt it out. I'm always a fan of unusual drinks. Things which are a bit
Mars
strange.
is leaving. Bye, Mars.
The mass exodus. Everyone's out. There's nothing to do in here. This world's a bit boring. Let's wake up. I don't want to play in this world anymore. I like this costume. Can we change our clothes? Jacket. It's almost like Michael Jackson.
Oh, cool.
It's like
Kind of like that.
Yeah. I got Ollie out to do chores. Ollie on like a skateboard. This is a surprising amount of watcher.
Wednesday is a pretty good streaming day.
Yeah, I mean, I do kind of think about that, although my only concern is that people might be in a sort of a set routine. I can't imagine, you know, a net bunch of like 20 people, there's that much danger of it, but at the same time, it does sort of make, well, I don't know, Wednesday is a pretty good day, you're right, Wednesday is a pretty good day, it breaks up the week as well. Like today, I'm particularly chilled out because I haven't had an arse of a commute. I'm in the zone. I'm in Valentines spirits. Of course, everything's great. I'm a bit easy, a bit slack. But on Thursdays, you know, it's like the tension of the week is mounting. You know, I'll have probably got really pissed off at something.
Is that like almost looks like I don't know, like a mummy or something, or a body?
A tanuki suit.
Oh, it's a suit.
Oh, I don't know what it might be. I think it's
Well, it looks
probably
like a suit.
that's what I thought of. I mean, I think it's a statue, but I don't know. It could be a suit. The way that the guy's running, like, I don't know if it's visible. We're on a black background and we're a black cat, so you probably can't see it very well here. But the way that he moves, it makes me think of American Psycho.
Oh.
With the wiggling. It's a fursuit after all. I don't.
Tomorrow is Snail Cunt's birthday.
Oh. It seems like everyone's been having birthdays. I mean, we just had a birthday. I'm a bit pissed off my GF because she left her goddamn present at my place. Was it a body pillow?
Right.
Was it a mad at Sookie big bazooka titted body pillow? I mean, you could probably explain because you can get a body pillow that doesn't have like your waifu on it, right? You can just get like a body pillow.
Yeah, a waifu body pillow and get a giant pillowcase and put it over it.
Now you're talking, right?
If you need to hide it, yeah.
That is some next level thinking, Tim. Yeah, and you could just like leave it on the sofa, and then just hope people are never curious enough to peek underneath the sheets. They just see the outline of like an eye or something else, perhaps less savoury than an eye, and they're like, "What is that under there?" Oh, it's not. It's just a reflection. What, in a pillow? Yeah, it is. It's a particularly shiny one, and then just hope that they buy it and they don't peek. And then you also need to hope, I guess, that you know that the pillow itself is in a condition to be left in public. I know some of these things get kind of gross. Yeah, there's a fox.
Okay.
There's a fox ghostily walking to the right of the screen.
Cool.
Is it vibrating? I don't think they vibrate, do they?
I think they're talking about something else.
A big mouth.
I would get a Yuboa body pillow that screams.
Oh,
I would.
Jesus Christ, why?
I don't know, I would though.
It's probably the easiest one to explain. You say, oh yeah, it's just some niche Japanese culture reference. Yeah, it's not totally for sexual gratification like those other body pillows.
It's just a joke from a weird Japanese indie game.
It's just a joke, bro. It's just a social experiment, bro.
Exactly. Yeah, this game does have really nice graphics. I really do like it.
Seems a bit loud, actually. I'm gonna turn it down. Now it does sound really loud. Dr. Odd. She wants to come over in half an hour. I don't know. It looks like a crate, doesn't it? I thought maybe it was stairs. It's not. I think
it looks like a crate.
No, it is a crate. Well, it doesn't do anything, so I'm assuming it's a crate.
I guess it doesn't matter.
A very disappointing stairwell.
Gravestones.
I think one of the best choices this author's made as well, and this is coming from my own personal experience, is they've just elected to use one footstep noise for the whole game, and it's not offensive, it's nice and quiet. Sure, they can make the music very loud and obnoxious, but at least the footsteps aren't. I say I'm
the
not.
walking animation is nice.
Yeah, I like the idea that you can change clothes as well. So I suppose it's a nice touch. I don't know if it has any practical. Monster, we have an effect, guys. It's only taken us like fucking 20 minutes, but we have a horrible, scary beast. Yes, here we go. Scary beast. I poured a shot a little while ago. I'm gonna take it.
Or like a skull serpent or something.
Hang on. I did not update the thing. Oh, we didn't need to actually because it was one we already did. That guy's running around. A skeleton. He turned into Shadow Monster Man. I'm trying to think what this monster reminds me of. It reminds me of something. It's got a little bit of alien in it, I think, with the head.
Well, that's what I was thinking. It looks like a serpent with an alien head, basically.
I wonder if that's a common theme, because Dry had a similar sort of thing in it, and you could like eat things with the monster. Apparently we cannot eat the skeleton things. They're still terrified of us.
Monster.
Oh well. Yes. Okay, right. We're gonna try one more world, and then I think we're gonna leave this game because we've been playing it for what feels like quite a long time. It's easy to get enraptured with these quality games that we've been playing, but we got.
Is this a Game Jam game?
No.
No. Okay.
Definitely not.
Well, that
it's good.
Why it's awesome.
Yeah, exactly. It's a good game. That's how you know it's not a Dream Diary, a Dream Jam game. Oh, excuse me. I I say these things on the streams and then I come to regret it because I know Psychonautic will call me on it for forgetting about it in 6 months' time. But I had some interesting ideas for, as you may know, Dave, I made a rudimentary fan game engine, and then I didn't make anything with it. I have an idea for something to do with that, which I'm going to try and power through over the next few months. And I was working on it as recently as yesterday, which means that my interest can only taper out in the coming days, and then I'll probably forget about it. But at least for now, I can at least say things like, yeah, I'm going to definitely work on it. And it's all going to be web-based. There'll be nothing to download.
Oh. Well, that's really awesome.
So I have an idea for what I want to do. And I'm possibly just going to nick... Because the problem is, it's often for me, like, sourcing the other assets for it, like the art, the music, the sound effects. A lot of these things, it's like... Well, I mean, I'm not talented, guys. Let's be honest. I'm barely making it through the bloody weekly beats thing. Radio start. Music makes things better. Return to Nexus.
So, are you making the fan game engine because you want to specifically make the engine, or do you actually want to make games with it afterwards?
I want to make games with it.
Okay. And then you're gonna release the engine to others?
Yeah.
Cool. Okay.
Although you could argue that might be more relevant when I actually started working on it, because now you've got like RPG Maker VX, which you can publish it straight to web. I've seen that some people do that, and you can just run it straight off the net. You don't need to download anything; you just run it off your website. That goddamn bitch dragon. Ah, a house, right.
What a spooky house.
It's a bit of a jackknife in terms of the theme. You know, it's all kind of simplistic, and now suddenly it's very grimy and real looking.
Yeah.
Even the music's a bit sort of... Let's unequip this bloody radio before we press a button and teleport back to the Nexus, because that would just set me off, probably, doing something like that. Very spooky music here. Make games for Temple OS. What even is Temple OS? I've never even heard of that. What's Temple OS? Dave, what's Temple OS?
I have no idea what Temple OS is.
Let's look.
Temple
OS. A biblical themed light. Oh my god.
It's a lightweight operating system? It's biblical theme. No, what?
Holy See. Hang on.
So it's a Christian OS?
I gotta show this on the stream, why not? This is what Temple OS apparently looks like. God, I hope it doesn't have pictures of... Oh my god! That's thankful that... I was just waiting for that, because I don't know if you saw that bit of the stream, but I once googled the Amiga Research Operating System, which if you're about as old as me, Dame, so you'll probably remember the Amiga.
Yeah, I do.
And there's a project to keep the operating system alive, and I did it on image search, and the mascot for Aros is a cat girl, or not even a cat girl, because it's more like a cat with human features. We're talking full furry, like flesh and blood here, with no clothes. And I put it into Google image search on the stream, and an image came up, and it was like that, just probably a lot more explicit. And I was just immediately like, oh shit, this is apparently what Temple OS looks like. That looks fantastic. I like the idea of Bomber Golf and The Dead. These sound very Christian. Big guns. This just sounds brilliant. Brilliant. What's this picture? Discord. Somebody's wrote a Discord client for Holy OS. For Temple OS. That's ridiculous. I can't believe that. Anyway, let's stop looking at that, for fuck's sake. No, I'm not doing that.
I wonder how many people use that.
Well, probably 0.
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering.
I can't imagine. I mean, even half decent alternative operating systems, like not just talking about Linux, talking about anything more exotic than Linux, you know, you just, how can you even use stuff like that for any practical purpose unless someone's actively maintaining it? Like, what do you even do with it other than just muck about with it for 5 minutes and then uninstall it? You could even argue Linux is a lot like that.
I've never installed Linux. I've used it.
Install Gentoo, of course. Oh, who's this?
Ooh.
Okay, we witnessed something. Yeah, are you on Windows 10, Dame? You are, aren't you? Because you were defending it on the Discord because you have questionable worldviews, but that's fine. I say that it's me.
I didn't like Windows 10 until the first major update pack, and then it fixed everything I didn't like.
It's me that has the questionable worldviews. I'm like the counterculture idol. Wow, we're glowing bright red. I guess that's good. Let's get a pitchfork out. And I think we're probably done with this game. Don't poke your eye out. You can't tell me what to do. Nice. I wonder if we can attack things with it.
It looks good with your jacket.
It does. I look fearsome. Right, okay. Let's use the lighter. Yes, and Windows 10, of course, now instead of having to worry about installing or like dual booting into Linux, you can use the Linux subsystem for Windows, and you can install Ubuntu directly into your Windows install, and then you can run a Ubuntu command prompt. Yeah, seriously, you can.
Oh, I didn't even know that. I'll have to check that out.
I've already set it up on my laptop, and it's I don't understand it, to be honest. I mean, I do piss around a lot with Linux, but I guess my credentials as a serious professional video games reviewer means I can't run Linux full time because I actually want to run software on my computer that isn't completely useless. But I do fantasize about it a lot sometimes, especially on Valentine's Day, and
there is something alluring about the idea of using Linux.
But you can install that, and you can even you can run like a Linux program, like a Linux binary, on that. And I cannot for the life of me figure out how that even works. We're getting really nerdy here, but like you can download a Linux, is it ELF executable off any website, and you can run it in this Ubuntu thing. It's not a virtual machine, and it'll just run. And I can't for the life of me figure out how is that even possible. Anyway, I fucking this will probably alienate like half the 10 people that are on the stream at the moment. But yeah, if you want to fart around with that, and you don't want the commitment of dual booting, I highly recommend it. It's quite good fun. Anyway, you know what? That last game was good. This game, it is really good. I might need to actually follow this up. Let's talk.
I really like the costumes.
Yes. So apparently it was of course it is. Of course, one of the primary things to do when you're a fan game author is just remake your game endlessly. Never actually release it. Just keep remaking it. It's like in cinema television where they just keep remaking old films. They just reboot it over and over again. That's the life of a fan game author. You just keep remaking your fan game. Except the difference is you don't actually release it for any significant amount of progress.
Yeah, everyone's saying in the stream they would really like to see a follow-up of that.
Yeah, I really enjoyed that. Even it seems like it's got a lot more compared to Dry. But hey, that's Ignite. Let's move on. So, in case you're just tuning in, we've got the lovely Dame, who's dare I say assisting on the voice chat. She's providing a balanced, feminine view to the fan games or something like that. And I'm here to drive us through the Yume Fan Games Wiki, looking for interesting content. We've had 2 good hits so far, so we're going to use the random page feature. We're going to hope that we get a 3rd good game. I think our luck is bound to run out eventually. Hallucinogenic. I think we played that already.
While you're doing that, I'm gonna go get something to drink.
Okay. Yeah, we did play that already. Let's press on. Crippled Xenomorph. If you remake an unfinished game, isn't it just an update? Well, if you completely bin everything that you've worked on already, then no, I would argue that it isn't. It isn't a remake. It isn't an update. Yeah, we played this already as well. Oh wow, Broken Bottles. I like the sound of a game called Broken Bottles. Good. Those Broken Bottles look like... Broken Bottles looks like that. Produced by Doodle. You play as a young girl named Dukotsuki. Good. Good, good, good. Good, good, good. Okay, I'm going to get that downloaded. Dame's not here, so I think we can get a little bit of music on. What do you guys think? I think we can get some music on. No, we can't put that one on. It's never too late for now. Okay, right, I'll be right back. We'll get this game downloaded and we'll see what it's like. Dame might crash in and just say hi. We'll need to just deal with that as it comes. Okay, good. It's making sound. Okay, good. People are comparing this to Minecraft music. I don't know. I haven't played Minecraft in a very long time. But I think that's a bit unfair. I think it's more fair to say that people... What's the name? C416 or something kind of popularized sort of chippy music. I don't know. Does it even sound like Minecraft music? I can't quite remember. It's been such a long time. I probably can't remember. I don't think Dame's going. Hanging? What do you mean hanging? Nobody's getting hung tonight, except of course me. But that's a ground state. That's right. We went there. There'll be no hangings on my watch. Anyway, that's a blank screen. That's not very good. Broken Bottles is a Yume fangame created by Doodle. You play as a young... We're not even really talking about the dates. This hasn't been updated in 4 years. That's pretty good. You play as a young girl named Dokutsuki, who explores her subconscious through a chemistry set, much like our dame, apparently. Glass and bottles appear in various forms as an artistic motif, seen in maps, doorways, effects. Chemical tubes also can be seen as bottles. It follows the Yume fangame's premise somewhat faithfully. Great. Taken from the official game site. Brilliant. Somebody was saying that they've actually played this. I don't think it sounds like Minecraft. This one was on the front page for a bit. A lab coat and accessories. I like the sound of a jetpack. Jetpack, yes please. Yes please. This is Broken Bottles, everybody. Otherwise known as Jetpack, yes please. Jetpack, yes please. Sounds like this. I don't know if that's a good thing or not.
What is that?
Oh, that's a sound effect and a half.
Ooh, that's loud.
Great.
Broken Bottles?
Yes, Broken Bottles. That's what we're playing.
Maybe I played this one.
Yeah, I haven't played it. Somebody's, I think Snailcum was saying that I'd played it, but I don't have.
Yeah, I think I either played it or I watched someone play it, I think.
I've not played it. I've checked. I haven't played it. I would remember a name like Broken Bottles. I've known a few Broken Bottles in my time. The bottom's cut off. That's not the stream that's doing that. I don't know why it looks like that. Hey, Aeon's girlfriend, your boyfriend is a giant perv. Whose boyfriend isn't? Am I right, guys? Am I right?
A pervert?
Well, yeah, exactly. Just generally, who isn't a pervert? This is the internet. Jesus H. Christ! This is the internet in 2018. It's practically ingrained into your subconscious by the time you're internet aware that you are a pervert. It really does feel familiar. We've not played this. I would remember this. And I have an awful memory. Yeah, I would remember this. I don't remember this. Oh no, get up. Don't. Please. Okay, we immediately interacted with the chemistry set. I was comparing...
Ooh.
That's a spooky sound.
That's some chimes. Some spooky chimes.
Good, we got an effect already. That was easy. We got effect key 1. What is this for? A good question. I'm glad that the game posed it to us rather than us posing it to the game. Hang on a second. Okay, that's fine. Right, great. So I looked up Temple OS, and there's an interesting little page which is talking about it in a bit more detail, which I can share with you all just now. Apparently made by a guy called Terry A. Davis, who spent 12 years creating it from scratch. God apparently instructed him to create a temple.
You know what? You should totally install Temple OS and stream it.
Oh, Jesus.
I would totally want to watch that.
That's a cassette.
Oh, it is a cassette.
Oh my god, right, I've had enough of the cassette already, Jesus Christ. Enough cassettes. This is why people don't listen to cassettes anymore.
You know what, I like the sprite, but her hair, there's like stuff in it, and it makes it look really busy.
Yeah, maybe she's not washed in a while.
I don't know, like, I can't tell if it's, like, pins or it's just her hair color.
It's
but,
rose. It's rose petals. She's in Valentine spirit.
Oh, okay. That works.
Oh wow,
Ooh.
this is a cool Nexus. I like this immediately. Good. I wonder if it's called Broken Bottles because the character's like an alcoholic. That would be my first assumption with a name like Broken Bottles. So anyway, we're talking about Temple OS. Why not? So the guy Terry was, we'll talk about Terry perhaps in a little bit. Was instructed by God to create a temple, a 640 by 480 covenant of perfection, is what it says.
What?
Terry also suffers from schizophrenia and has a tendency to appear on various programming forums with a burst of strange paranoia and often racist comments, leading him to getting banned pretty much everywhere. That's kind of a shame in some ways, but
Awesome.
I mean, it's never fun to say racist things, but I mean, let's be honest, he's created a noteworthy operating system. I mean, what have I done with my life? Not that. Skull. We've got an effect called Skull. Let's put it on. Your head becomes a dreadful skull, much like Murray. Oh yeah.
Oh, cool.
That looks like how I would expect that to look. Okay. Apparently we can like lift it up and slam it down on our shoulders like we just don't give a shit. Oh, hang on, what's going on? Will the stream be uploaded to YouTube later? Yep, that's right. I used to watch his streams. Who are we talking about?
Broken Glass? I think it was played by Manly Badass Hero, who plays RPG Maker games, so I was asking the other people if maybe that's where they saw it.
Possibly. Kneecaps are the hottest. I'm not sure I agree with that. Hips, thighs, boobies, all good in my eyes. Yeah, Aiden is being... It's not doing anything to further reduce the initial salvo of criticism leveled by Dr. Rod. So that's fine. As a pervert, but that's fine. You just wallow in it. Just wallow in your perverseness. That's the way to get through. Terry streamed?
No, we're talking about something.
No, I think it's all merging into one great confusing conversation. But yeah, so this combination of Temple OS's amateur approach and Terry's unfortunate outbursts have resulted in Temple OS and regardings being something to be mocked, ignored, or forgotten. Oops. Apparently the website's down, so we can't actually look at Terry's website.
Man, there's like nothing going on in this area.
No, it's a bit boring. We got an effect, but I think if we find the door again, we might just take it.
I can't see the drinking conditions. You're not missing any, are you?
You can't... no. Oh, here's the thing. Oh, Jesus. Temple OS has its own programming language, Holy C.
Oh my gosh.
The whole operating system is written in except for x64 assembly for the lowest level parts. Perhaps unexpectedly, the same language is also used for the shell. That's right, you execute shell commands in a C-like language. They go directly to the compiler. This must be the titular broken bottle. Wow, it smashes and everything. Good, let's go.
Oh, I thought you were gonna get a piece of glass or something.
Pieces of 8. Uh-oh, I guess that's a chaser. Zombie men. Very tall, skinny zombie men. My GF is doing homework. Hopefully she's not doing your homework, Aiden, because I would disapprove of that. Oh shit. He's fucking coming. Uh-oh. This seems like it's quite a small world, so perhaps that's why we either there's two of them or we... Oh, fucking hell.
No, there's a bunch of them.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, holy sea. Oh, God. There's one up there. How are we going to get around that?
I think you need the run effect.
Right, if we can trick him to come down here. Right, go. Oh, God, he's coming. So, oh, no, it's a dead end. What the fuck did I do that for? Oh, man. We got eaten by the slimy monster. That was not my most elegant video gaming moment right there. Oh yeah, I'll just quickly give him the runaround by going down this little corridor. Oh yeah, except it's a dead end. Whoops. we got bummed by the zombie monster. Oh, we should have looked around the room.
I saw the dead end as you ran into it too.
You could have warned me, Tim.
Well, it was already behind you. I mean.
That's it. My cunning plan hoisted. Rippy dip. Exactly. What's this thing? Oh, it's the cassette player. Oh no, we played this already. Let's not do that. No, I don't want those irritating noises again. We can listen to spooky wind chimes instead. I guess that sound means no dice. Okay, good. Repeat it. There is no built-in calculator application because the shell itself is one. Well, that's a good I mean, that's a reason to download it and install it immediately, isn't it? You don't need to open a calculator. Yeah, because you can calculate things in it. Wow, that seems quite loud.
Yeah, this entire game is really loud.
I keep messing around with it. Oh, good. There's a turd. You're not coming into the house with your shoes on, young lady. You have to take them off at the door.
Man, I just don't know how I feel about the sprite work.
It's nice in a sort of a consistent sense, but
it is consistent.
I think you're right about it perhaps being a bit too detailed for what RPG Maker can really
it
show.
Just kinda everything just looks slightly off because it's too detailed. I don't know.
Trying to cram a little bit too much detail into everything. It's nice. I mean, I imagine the author probably put a lot of effort into the sprite work, but you know, I suppose there's a natural level of detail that fits with an RPG Maker game, and this is perhaps perhaps it's just not the right platform for it. You know, I almost think that if you zoomed out just a little bit, which you can't really do in RPG Maker, everything would just look that little bit tighter. Oh god, Yume OS with big titty Sookie.
Yume OS.
What would you do in that? You open the start menu repeatedly, and eventually you get everything changes, and there's a bow icon on your desktop.
Right? You can get you bowed.
The whole thing with her weird bits in her hair is glass.
Oh, there's glass in her hair.
Ah, that's probably not healthy. You should probably look at getting that taken out, missus.
There's no way that you could put glass in her hair in this game and make it obvious what it is.
She's a glassy girl. Oh, here we go. The green men's.
Ooh.
The green ringing men's.
I like the noise they make.
I will never amount to anything in life, but that's fine. Yeah, it's fine. As long as you're happy with it. Speaking of Terry, of course, one of the things that we haven't yet encountered when we've been doing Doom WODs, and people seem to quite enjoy. What's quite interesting, right? I'll tell you about this, Tim. The folk seem to quite enjoy the Doom streams when I do the random Doom WODs, yet actual Doom content on the channel really struggles to attract a lot of viewership, which it seems a bit sort of disconnected. I don't quite understand how that's worked out, but maybe people appreciate the random subtleties of the Doom WODs from 1994 and 1996, as opposed to me just playing Ancient Aliens and getting frustrated at it.
Yeah, it is fun to see the mods.
Yeah, because there's a certain amount of randomness to it, and I think the palette of stuff you can get is probably almost as broad as Yume Fangames. People have created
I missed the last Doom stream too, and I was really disappointed.
People can create some really crazy things with Doom. Probably about as crazy as Yume Fangames, really, when you think about it. But one of the things I've been watching a lot of videos of recently is Terry WODs. Now, any participants in the stream who can tell me what a Terry WOD is will immediately gain muchos respetos. First sector EX, second sector Cliff. Well, I like the sound of EX. That sounds good. Sounds like a a whale of a time. Please don't sleep. I think I couldn't go online that evening. Well, why?
But yeah, I would really like to see some more Doom streams. They're really fun.
I think the Doom streams are generally more successful than actual Doom content, standalone Doom content is. So perhaps that's something that I'll take into consideration. Speaking of Doom, you can find a video of someone describing a Doom map which simulates the trolley dilemma.
What?
You what?
The trolley dilemma.
The trolley dilemma has got to be one of those sort of philosophical problems or something, right?
The BFG dilemma.
The BFG dilemma. What is this thing? It's like a gas stove
That definitely
flame.
should be an NPC.
Yeah, it don't do shit.
That's too bad.
That's too bad, because that almost certainly means that there's a shot entailed. The BFG dilemma. I have heard of the BFG dilemma, actually. Terry...
The beginning of the loop for this music is really loud, like it's like...
Fudge and Dame have never been to philo class. I don't even know how to make philo pastry.
I think I took political science instead.
I haven't learned anything in my whole life. That's not true. I did nerdy disciplines and not philosophical nerdy disciplines like computer nerdy disciplines. Why would I know about philosophy? I didn't give it an opportunity to learn about philosophy. In fact, no, that's not true. In my first year of university, we did get offered the opportunity to kind of pick like an extra class, and I think I did like computer games design or something. And it was like I was in with what I would consider noobs, right? People who I guess had come straight from school into university, and you know, I went into university the second year, which essentially means that you kind of know your shit and you're now actually doing stuff pertaining to your course. Whereas the first year of university, oh, we've gone in a big circle, that's good. The first year of university is more about learning the basics and stuff. And this module that I did was part of the first year. So the stuff that they were being taught was like so basic. It was like really basic shit. And I just had no patience for it. And I was in with this bunch of guys, right? And I think it was a bit harsh on them in reflection. I probably could have got on quite well with them if I actually gave them a chance. But at the time, I was a bit of an arsehole. Possibly, I'm still a bit of an arsehole. And they were like, this wasn't like, you know, the noughties, right? We're not talking about the 90s, we're talking about the noughties. And they were playing Pokemon cards and shit like that. And they just seemed so daft as well. They seemed to just... I just really didn't seem to think that any of them were actually interested in building games. They just, you know, people who talk about going into like the games industry seem to have this really naive idea that it's like, oh yeah, it's gonna be really good fun. I'll just, you know, come up with these fun game ideas and somehow like a computer game will materialize.
Yeah, no, that's how I feel about it when people say they want to go into making games.
Yeah, I have so much respect for fan game authors because a lot of these people are multidisciplinary. They do art, music, coding, all sorts of shit, which is great. These people who go into some of these courses that are to do with computer games, they just don't, they've never even bothered with any of that. They just think, oh yeah, computer games are pretty fun, I like the Xbox, and they'll just go and do that. Like, I can make a career out of that. Not realising that getting into a career in computer games is extremely difficult, and even if they do, they're probably going to be doing really shit work at the start, like testing, unless they've like made something really impressive, like a fan game or something. Anyway, I'm fucking getting really distracted. The sister is such a beauty. Many people prefer to live with her. Good, thanks for sharing that nugget of wisdom. I've learned to make the perfect hot pockets.
Hey, that's a really great skill.
Yeah, I remember when I made my own shooter game. Let's make a new GTA. Haha, I think people are caught on to what I'm talking about. And it was a lot of people like that I just really felt like... Because, I didn't go into university with the idea that I would be in computer... I'd love to be in computer games in some manner. It would be like a dream of mine, but... You know, I'm realistic. I have a skill set. I know where I can apply that.
I kind of have like the social media aspect skill set. You know, like I taught myself how to web design, and now I know how to do websites and forums and databases. But I didn't really look anything else into programming.
Okay, this person's apparently had a bit of a bender. So this is roughly what I'm gonna look like after the stream's finished. Various drinks are stored in here. Huh. The last time I checked, these used to store clothes, not drinks. I was about to comment on that. I mean, why would you keep drinks in a dresser? Although then again, if you're a massive alcoholic and you have a demon potato like this guy does, then, I mean, you probably would keep your drinks in the dresser.
Is that a demon potato?
Oh, thanks. Well, Windows 10. Windows is a service and updates are a normal part of keeping it running. Oh, I didn't even have my rant about... Right. I was gonna talk... Fuck off, Windows. Please do it another time. I don't care. I don't want to look at that right now. Go away. Please don't restart now. Just go away. Thanks. So here's the thing about Windows 10, right, Damon? I don't know if you realize this. Here's me. I'm gonna tell you why Windows 10 is shit. I'm gonna change your mind.
Okay.
Haven't had a bit to drink, so that's fine. You can't disable Windows updates on it. And I don't mean like Windows updates as a whole. So say Microsoft tomorrow decide to release an update that changes your background color to pink.
That sucks.
You can't opt out of it. You're forced to have it. You can delay it, but you can't say, I don't want that update. It's in Windows 10. You can't do that.
Like people made plugins and stuff for that. Like I think that's disabled the updates.
Out of the box.
And remember when I first got Windows 10, I actually like installed something to make like the start menu not suck, and then when the big update came out, they fixed the start menu.
The start menu. The start menu is probably one of the things that I like, but admittedly, I don't really use the start. And Windows 8 and Windows 10, I've never really used the proper start menu, but I'm sure you know you can right click on it at the bottom left of the screen and you get the little power menu. I use that for like nearly everything. I don't really use the actual start menu for anything. Of course, Windows 10, when you get it by default, has all sorts of useful programs and things that come up in your start menu, like Minecraft and Candy Crush Saga and shit like that.
Oh, see, I didn't have any of that.
420 plays it while no scope. Exactly. I worry about him sometimes. Well, let's see what's wrong with him. That's a big chest freezer. ... Yeah, well, I'm worried about him as well. Unfortunately, we only have 2 effects, and I guess neither of them are to his satisfaction. Maybe if you sit next to a green painting all day, you'll just be equally depressed.
I don't know, I really liked Windows 7, I really liked XP, I really hated 8 and Vista.
Yeah.
I mean, 10 isn't the best, but it's still better than 8. And I don't think I can downgrade to 7, so... But
what boggles my mind, though, is that all... You know the Metro stuff, like the Windows start screen? Looking at that kid irritates me. Yeah, me too. Jump, 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 jump! Jump up and down, and up and down, up and down, up and down, 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 down.
I definitely think that one of the reasons why I like Windows 10 though is because I don't have like my old school gaming desktop PC anymore, because that's not what I do.
Yeah.
So like if I had that, I probably would have Windows 7, but I have a tablet that turns into a desktop, so Windows 10 just automatically detects that and changes modes for me.
Yeah, there's some nice things in it. There are some nice things in it, but the fact that it comes with all this like looming privacy stuff as well. Just, I mean, at least Windows 8 doesn't have that. But what really boggles my mind though is like, and I say this because the fucking web stuff, server operating systems, right? Like your server, your big server, your Windows server, right? For some reason, Microsoft thought, well, let's put Metro on that as well. Let's put that start screen on that as well. Why?
See, that's dumb, and there's no point.
Why?
Yeah.
That one eye of hers really freaks me. I'm getting so distracted from the game. I probably should focus on these spinning peanut men. I wonder if she could get another eye. Yeah, possibly.
You could have a podcast where you just talk about
shit. God, I think that'd be the... Well, in fact, you say that actually. I know folk have said that. You know, a platform for me to rant about shit would be a good thing. Suggest that I have useful opinions about things, which I don't necessarily subscribe to. I'll tell you what we're gonna do. We're gonna wake up. Let's do another game, actually. I'm just realising that it's nearly 11 o'clock. I don't really feel like finishing. As long as, Dame, you are in fighting form, I think we could get at least another... We could get at least another fan game out of this stream.
Hey, I'm not sure how I feel about this game. I know I watched someone else play it, and I didn't like it for sure either, then.
It says late bloomer. You see that there?
It's just... Oh, yeah.
Not as in the bread. Do you really want to quit? Yeah. Yeah, I do. It's not bad. Do you know what? I think that they'll...
It was something really interesting.
If we'd found that game in another stream, one which had been marred by bad games, I probably would have thought that game was really excellent. The fact that it's come so soon after that other game it makes... I think it's probably spoiled us a bit. I do you know what? It's not a bad game. Not a bad game at all. I might need to play it a little bit off camera and see if there's any interesting things. It was a bit lacking in stuff to do, perhaps. But then again, we Gentoo got the right idea. Install Gentoo, boys. Yeah, exactly. That's the dream. Anyway, I think we can get at least a fan. Oh, look, it's Sookie. We can get at least another fan game out of this. In case you're just tuning in, this is Fangame Bingo. We're going to use the random page feature on the Fangames wiki to serve up random content. We've played some pretty good games this evening. The overall average quality of games has been very high, I would say. Even if you didn't necessarily like the game that we just played, you have to admit, competently executed.
Well, it works, and you know it's not awful. So.
It worked. It didn't make me want to pull my headset off of my head. That's like always a bonus. Oh no, we played that already. We're not playing that again. Fucking hell.
Oh, and yeah, you played Ignite, and that one was really cool.
Ignite was amazing. Okay, Genseki. That sounds familiar. I think we might have played that. Oh, maybe not. Okay. Japanese Yume fan game by Tom, developer of Nostalgic. Maybe we played Nostalgic. Is that what we played? Oh god. Apparently not. Okay. Yeah. So Genseki Wakusei, a Japanese Yume fan game by Tom. You play as a girl named Pershina. That's a good name. When was this last updated? Uh-oh. What does this say? In the moment, I got super excited because I was about to make a re-upload of the game until my sis told me that the data of the game was lost because of the cat we had. He kicked the laptop to the floor and it broke. I didn't believe her, so I did a tiny search on the now functional laptop. She didn't lie. So goodbye excitement, goodbye hopes of playing the game again. Cries. What? What? Well, can you not download it? Hang on
Why
a sec.
do people do that?
What kind of comment is that? What, you mean let their cats kick laptops off the screen? Off the table?
No, I mean like put a game up and then take it down. It kind of sounded like that's what happened.
I don't know. I think this might just be the ramblings of someone who is possibly crazy. Crystal Creation is saying that the link is dead. Crystal Creation, of course, is one of our fans. So hello, Crystal Creation, if you're out there. It's a small old fan game world, isn't it? Okay, it seems to be downloading. I guess somebody's cat did not kick it off a table, so we can play it, thankfully. Or we could play Roblox. No, that's not. One thing I've been watching a lot of videos of recently, possibly to the detriment of my mental health. I was talking about Terry Wads earlier. I've been watching a lot of videos of people playing Terry Wads. If you're not familiar, Doom, Terry Wads are they are to Doom maps what YouTube poops are to YouTube.
Oh, that's, you know what, I knew what they were kind of, but that's a really good way to put it.
They are quite troll, usually very unpleasant. And
so they're Doom poops.
Yeah, so usually the format of them is someone starts a level that looks kind of interesting, or a concept looks kind of interesting, and then it just jackknifes into just complete absurdity. It usually involves a lot of very sexual language, raping, racism, and just everything else that you can shove into it. And it's the kind of thing that seems like it'd be made by an adolescent teenage, like a teenage boy. with the kind of the level of humor. However, I've been watching a lot of people playing these things and getting startled by them, and there's something strangely hypnotic about it.
That kind of stuff is really fun to watch live.
I'm just worried that eventually, when I'm doing the random Doom mods, I'm going to stumble across one of these things because some of them are really bad. It's quite funny. I like the idea of that though. I like the whole concept because I mean I can openly confess I do like YouTube poops. I do like that. I mean I've been following that community pretty much since its inception, before the YouTube poop term was even coined. I never really
followed it, but I used to watch the Dr. Eggman ones because they were so funny. Oh my gosh.
Okay, that's getting worse. That's good. You can probably hear that. I'll give you the ability to see it as well. Not my screen. That share. Good. So, what is this game? Let's bring up the thing. Yes, we already ran through a little bit of it. This who plays Pershina. A small spherical room with no doors and no other details. A big crystal gem. The only place you can open the menu screen is this. This is the only place you can open the menu screen to save the game. Interact with the big crystal gem warps Pershina to the Nexus. The 4 edges of the screen acting as warps to dream worlds. It looks like there's only 4 effects, so this might be quite an unfinished title. What method do you use for finding Doom mods randomly? Terry mods are banned on Doom mods in the WOD Act. I thought they made a category that you could find Terry mods under. I thought they were still on the Doom World Archive, but they were under a special category. I know a lot of them got culled, but did all of them get curled? Curled. God, you can tell I'm getting a bit pissed. Curled. Did all of them get curled? Oh God, Damien, you might have to take over. Blue aesthetic is gorgeous. Oh yeah, God, what am I doing here? Hang on. This is fucking stupid. I need to hide that. There we go. I'm gonna restart it because I feel like you guys should see the beauty of this game. I have a bit of a fear that I might get so intoxicated in one of these streams that I'll just completely fail to run it correctly, and then God knows what will happen. That might be hilarious. It might also be really embarrassing. But that's fine. Pounces onto fudge. Even the chat is getting crazy. Everyone's getting fucking crazy.
Everyone's using
I'm not. I see. I'm not really sure of that. I see people complain every day. It's nice to know that you're knowledgeable in these matters, Makai, because you're probably more knowledgeable than I am. But yeah, I know that people. For a bit of context for people on the stream, the Terry caused a bit of drama in the community, and they eventually set out some rules saying anything that was too obnoxious would get deleted from the Doom World archives. And this apparently caused a bit of a hoo-ah. All the creators of these, because much like YouTube poops, which also got sort of criminalized for a while, YouTube poops got removed en masse from YouTube for quite a long time because they were infringing on copyright. That doesn't happen so much anymore. But in the early days of copyright ID, they just got deleted en masse. And people were a bit upset about it. I suppose that's kind of akin to what happened to the Terry Wads. But the thing is, the Terry Wads are actually pretty shit. They're obnoxious. They are trolls. The authors.
Their own community?
I think they kind of do, but the Doom World Archive is like the main place for people to share content. You know, I suppose it's like the Yume Fangames wiki. If you want to share it with people, then that's the place to do it.
Whoa.
Hands. Yeah, I've got to agree with Dr. Rod. The art style of this so far seems quite interesting.
No, it's really nice. Huh.
Okay, that's cool.
That is neat.
So I understand that we have to go to the edges of the screen. Oh, here we go. That's kind of loud. Like, holy shit.
This is really different.
Yeah, unfortunately, fucking Windows 10, it's apparently decided it wants to restart my laptop, so that's good. Oh well. RIP. I told it that I didn't want to, but it didn't listen. We got an effect, I guess. Good. I don't know what that did. If it did anything, it doesn't look like it did anything. We have some long ass hair. Look at how long our hair is. It's like a willow tree's just encapsulated the whole character. It's crazy. Look how long that hair is.
Yeah, it's down to her feet.
It's like a gown. It's probably quite useful actually. If it's ever windy, then you've got like a massive natural windbreaker behind you.
No, it doesn't work like that.
Well, no, you're right. Hair's not solid. It'd probably just blow everywhere, and you would look kind of awesome. Actually, you probably look quite intimidating. You know, on a cliff face with the wind blowing all your massive locks into the wind. You look powerful. The big sword in your hand, not dungarees like this character's wearing. That's probably not the most powerful image. This WOD has done the equivalent of like starting your car, revving the engine right up, and then like just stalled.
Yeah.
I really don't have a lot to add about it, which is a bit of a shame. Mainly because there's not a lot happening.
Yeah, I mean it's a pretty game.
Yeah, but unfortunately, that's the thing. That's often not enough to carry a game in its own right. Just having nice
artwork. That's
artwork.
how I felt about Broken Bottles. It looks nice, but there's really not much in the game.
Ho hum. Ho hum. Yeah. Yeah. I'm quite interested at how many duplicate games they seem to be coming across. It's interesting because I think I announced a stat. Right, let's just wake up. Fuck this world. I announced a stat right at the start of doing the Fangame Bingo that there were about 200 games in total. And we seem to have actually covered nearly 100 games. That's so what 50% of the entire Fangames wiki at the time we started the Fangame Bingo. In the time that we've been doing it. Which in some ways is impressive, but it also sets a bit of a worrying outlook. Unless people are really beavering their way through the fan games. The authoring of fan games, I should say. We're going to run out of content this year easily.
Eventually, yeah.
Oh, not eventually. This year. Oh god, I can't even type my bloody password properly. There we go. But that's fine. I mean, I think that there's other stuff that we can do that I mean, I like the idea of the itch.io stuff. What do people think about that? I think that's a lot of fun.
That's fun too. Yeah, I like doing that. That's kind of what I used to do for my streams. Was people would just send me random links, and I would just play them.
That could work. I like
and that kind of those kinds of games like the trolley mods for Doom and Itch.io stuff. That's fun. And I mean, like the random stuff that comes up and weird. So.
I like, yeah. I mean, I like the degree of randomness. It makes it all a little bit sort of unpredictable. And oh, here we go. Igloo. This music sounds like it was lifted directly from Yume. I recognize it. So either it's a standard piece of music from somewhere, or it's been lifted from Yume.
There was a game previously used in here that was lifted from a different game too.
Where is this in Yume? Is it the Cocktail Lounge? Good Game Jolt was a good place to look. If you want to look up the Dream Diary Jam winners. Yeah, Game Jolt's another thing that I want to try. In fact, I had another idea for a sort of a fan game bingo-esque thing. Oh, carrot. Give me carrot. Oh, we can't take the fucking carrot. Why would we be able to take the bloody carrot?
Aw, I was hoping it was an item.
It is the cocktail. Yeah, I thought so, yeah. That's just back where we came. So what, have they nicked the music from the Cocktail Lounge? This game hasn't been updated in 4 years. I don't think the Cocktail Lounge has even been in Yume for 4 years, has it? Maybe it has. I don't know about you, Dame, but I've kind of struggled to keep a track of how time moves. I just
can't even keep track of the conditions we've used for the bingo.
Oh, I definitely can't do that. Oh. Oh, we turned into a little ball of fluff. Delicious.
What does that do?
It doesn't seem to do anything.
Oh. Oh, you have wings.
You also make
you
a weird
sort of... your hair.
You make a sort of weird plopping sound. Yeah, I'm not sure how effective wings on your hair would be in a practical sense. It'd probably just lead to some very strange aerobatics, if anything. I don't think it sounds exactly the same. I mean, I've heard this exact piece of music somewhere before. It's a floof effect. Let's talk to this. This is like the same kind of thing as us.
Aww.
Nope.
It's ignoring you.
Okay. I want to wake up, but I think there's only 2 worlds in this map. We tried the other 2 edges of the map and nothing happened, which makes me think there's only 2 worlds. Which may put a bit of a limiting factor on this game. I feel like we've probably covered this whole fucking place at this point. I'm beyond looking at some carrots that don't do shit.
Yeah, the game just kind of feels unfinished.
Well, I mean, it's only got 4 effects in it, so... The effects in the game are called stones. Not that we would know that, because we don't speak Japanese, but the game is not... The game is not the one doing the lifting, but the one being lifted from. It's possible. Or, I mean, the other thing is the Yume project. Maybe the author of this fan game submitted the music to Yume. You never know.
Yeah, that could be.
You know, we're doing so well. We were doing so well with the games. If we just stopped at broken bottles. I mean, this has a nice art style, but what it seems to really be struggling with is the actual game. Pacing out interesting content in a way enough that you don't get kind of bored. Yeah, Snail Cunt's vouching for me. I defeated Moku and Kayuga in Mystical Chain. The fuck is... Dame, do you understand any of that?
I don't know anything about it, but they're talking about Tuhu or whatever.
Tuhu?
Yeah, the 2 Who's.
Oh, yeah. I don't know anything about... Well, I know what it is, but
Yeah, same with me. I just know the game, what the games basically are.
I don't have the dexterity for a game like that. I struggle enough with like Mega Drive games like Thunder Force, never mind playing bloody Tohu. Come on, can we find something else in this game to do? I don't leave it on such a sour note. It wouldn't be the first time...
It's pronounced Toho, but I always say it Tohus, because I don't...
Tohooks.
I don't know, that was like a 4chan thing. I always said Tohus or Tohus.
Tohooks. Tobars. Put your hands on the crystal. Good. What's this?
Have you opened up the menu?
Oh god, no, I'm done with that.
Oh.
Yeah, I have opened up the menu. We've got 1 effect.
Oh, it's just Japanese though. I was wondering if there was any other text.
So we did that already. But we did the right and nothing happened, did it? Oh, here we go. I was just going to the wrong square apparently. Oh! Is that a heart? Is that a heart that I see?
It is a heart.
Ah.
It's a neon world.
Worlds with hearts. Fucking liquor me up, baby. Remember to install Temple OS. What is this chat? Who is Sigma as a power bomb? I'm not looking at Discord at the moment.
Oh, that's someone that joined the chat today.
Good. I'm glad to have power bombs in our midst.
Yeah, I put the link in the chat, so a few people joined.
Insanity will ensue. Right, we're having a shot. Probably not the sanest idea, but that's fine. The conditions demand it. Right, here we go. Here we go. Oh, I got to update the thing. Where is it?
Man, I really like those neon winged serpent things.
Neon winged serpent things. World with hearts or gory body parts. Excelente. Let's do it. Brilliant. Brilliant. Here we go. Right, cheers. Blah. 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 Oh.
Oh. Aw. Ding.
It's like a neon world. We had a condition for that as well some time ago.
Yep. Last week.
But different to the Yume neon world in that it has... Well, I suppose it's like a crossbreed between the graffiti world and the neon world, and it doesn't have
really
walls.
Like this. I'm not so sure about those trees, but everything else is cool.
The Yume wiki doesn't yet credit the composers, although I will
Yeah.
One interesting little factoid about the Yume is that the music for what is it called? It's not the geometry world. The world with like the math graph paper floor, which I've shown a couple of times on stream. It used to be in the game, and now if you want to try and get to it, it's like really deeply buried. And everything's like there's like an orange and grey theme. It's where you used to get the spacesuit effect, but there's now pretty much no reason to go there in current Yume. But the music that's in that world is actually from a song. It's not an original piece of music. They've taken it from something. Because I've had my videos copyright striked for uploading footage. Oh, Jesus Christ!
Whoa!
Well
that was
then,
cool.
Let's do it again. We can indeed. We can have as many times as we want. Excellent. Yeah, the piece of music that's used there is, at least it sounds like it was lifted directly from this song. Some like weird sort of rocky song, which is kind of unremarkable, but like that sort of concrete world. Yes, clown pieces on the ball. Yes, concrete world. That's the one. That boy's super wicked out. You're right. He's off his face.
He's having a good time.
Well, you would need to have a good time in a world like this.
Yeah.
Especially with these neon cats. Oh, we're back at the Nexus. Come on now. Wait, which song? There's two songs that play in Concrete World. I'm not going to play it on the stream because I don't want to get it bloody flagged. But I'll try and find it if I can. If you look at my old versions of Yume stream, I did the retrospective. It's in that, the song that's in there, and I'm pretty sure it's still in the game. The Bosun Freaks one. Yeah, that sounds familiar. You should probably follow Gaida the Duck on Twitter. They're developing a fan game, and I figure you'd be interested in that. Yeah, maybe. It's the screaming one. Yeah, that does sound about right. I'm sure I've listened to the actual song that it's lifted from, and it's not my cup of tea, really. It's very loud.
Oh, I wish there was something else in this world.
Yeah, maybe there will be, but We've
Haven't found it.
we've crossed a lot of ground. I like this. This looks like Trogdor a little bit.
Oh, see, yeah, the serpent thing. It's really cool. I like it. The S is for sucks.
Again, this just ties back into what I was saying. This world, it's like immediately like, yeah, and then you're like, there's not. It needs like a hook. It needs beyond that little event with the guy. It needs something to make coming here. Oh, that's a sound and a half. There needs to be something worthwhile for being here. I'm trying to figure it out. Yeah. Okay, I don't know what that means. It's all about pacing, though. I think the thing that a lot of fan games struggle with is just pacing out the content in a way that you feel like you're making some kind of progress as you amble about randomly. I suppose.
Yeah, see, that was like what Yume Nikki had down packed awesomely was the spacing.
Yeah, yeah, and I think it's this. This is the same guy, isn't it? I don't want to look at it again. Oh, we got no choice. Shit. Let's try the other. No, I'm fine with that. Let's try the other world. Maybe something interesting happening there. All these worlds are also very big and open and repeaty. Not all dream worlds have to be like that. You know, it's okay to make a dream world that's a bit more corridor or building based. You know, you kind of have to go in a particular direction. Oh, looks like a composer has been identified.
Yeah, they found them.
Who did?
Looks like Clownpiece and Snailkin have both been looking.
What, for the Yume Tiki thing?
Yeah. Oh, no, Snailkin just found the track listing.
Yeah, I can find it. I mean, I know because my video has a copyright claim against it. Yeah, it's a copyrighted piece of music. It's apparently quite popular. I think the video on YouTube has quite a lot of views.
Yeah,
but
they're trying to find the composer. I wonder, like, if it's not even original to, like, Yume Nikki games in general, though. Maybe it's just a common piece.
Good, get the most out of this piece of music. I'm finding this game very uninspiring, Dame. I don't know what you think about it, but...
Yeah, it was really pretty.
Oh, yeah! Here we go.
There we go, that helps.
Yeah. Yeah. Excellent.
Yeah, that's a cool run effect. I like that.
Flying.
And, of course, it works well with her hair, because her hair is so long.
The question is, now what? Now what indeed? Got little blocks, little boulders, I guess they are. But not a fucking lot else.
Yeah, the animation for flying is really good.
Yeah, it is good flying. It's good flying. Good flying. I'm not sure there's anything else to do in here, to be honest. I think we've flown about most of it. Yeah, and I don't see why a project like Yume Tiki should have copyrighted music in it. It boggles my mind a bit. Should be removed at the earliest opportunity, in my mind. If for no other reason that it also makes people's lives, you know, who are streaming it a lot more difficult. Not that I mean I don't monetize anything that I do, but people who do choose to monetize it will then have issues with the soundtrack being monetized and all that sort of stuff. I don't really give too many shits about that, but I could understand why some people would. Let's get out of here. This world's proving to be rather fruitless. I've got to go. Thanks for tuning in, Aiden. Enjoy your girlfriend, enjoy your body pillow, whichever earthly pleasure you choose to take up this evening. Perhaps both, yeah, as Dame said, perhaps both. Enjoy, and thanks for tuning in. This music's actually kind of nice. I like it. It's very dreamy, the sort of echoey guitar. Do you have any musical talents, Dame?
No. I mean, I can play a few instruments and I know basic music theory and I can sing, but that's...
Yeah, I got no musical talent except I can play instruments, I know music theory, and I can sing.
I was in band in school. They forced me.
That's like at least 3 things more than me.
Well, I don't really think I can do them really well, but I can do them.
My musical talents involve I can stand in front of a bunch of synthesizers and tweak them like I'm a henchman in an old movie.
That's awesome. That's a really good skill.
It's not really a skill. I mean, it's more like an imitation of skill. What's this thing? It's the nothing. I love the nothing. It's my favorite thing.
Yeah, I always wanted to learn like piano or something.
Piano. I can hammer on a keyboard. He's a moon.
Hey, it's my icon.
It don't do shit though.
Aw.
Maybe we should try taking the flying effect off, although if the game is that pedantic, then that's probably not that good anyway. Fly. Yeah, I mean, I have learned, I suppose technically speaking, I have learned many instruments over my years, but I'm sure I've handled a violin at one point. Could I remember how to play it now? No. I'm sure exactly. I put a trombone in my mouth. Do I know how to play that now? No. Do I remember music theory? No. Definitely not.
Yeah, same. I mean, that's why I said it's not really like I have talents, I just kind of know it.
But being able to sing is pretty good.
Yeah, I can sing okay. That's something I'm pretty good at.
Some very modest sounding claim when you say I'm pretty good at it.
Well, other people tell me I'm pretty good at it, so...
America's Got Talent.
There we go.
Yeah. I think I'm kind of done with this game. It's really...
Yeah, everyone's leaving chat, too.
Yeah, I think I'm probably going to call it here, actually. I think we've been giving this game a bit more attention than it really deserves, since we've been playing it for what feels like a fucking eternity, and pretty much jack shit's happened. We got one interesting event, and that's it.
Let's play. It was a short event, too.
Yeah. It's not even like there's anything in the waking... Oh god, I fucking triggered the hands thing again. Mr. Hands. Or Mrs. Hands. As it should be. I can only think of music notes as a number. Piano is a bitch to learn. Okay, good.
Yeah, piano would be really hard to learn.
Alright, well I think that's probably a good cue to call it. This game has proven to be somewhat fruitless, which is a shame. So yeah, that's kind of it. Oh, whoops! I mean to put that up. Yeah, it's not finished, but I mean, given that it's not been updated in 4 years, oh, the call ended. Okay, good. Gem Planet. I mean, don't get me wrong, the art style's nice, but it needs work. I think it needs fleshed out into an actual game concept. I suppose there's worse things we've played on the stream, but as perhaps Facto has pointed out here, the game is a little plain, but has a distinct charm to it. I think that is probably the best description I could make of it myself. So I'm just going to leave it at that. Anyway, thanks for tuning in, everyone. Happy Valentine's Day. I hope you had a fantastic time.
Thanks for streaming today.
Yes, thank you to Dame for keeping me company this whole time. It's been an absolute pleasure to have you on the stream. There'll be nothing tomorrow because you've had your lot. You've had your 2.5 hours of pain. Next week, we perhaps may do something different. Everyone seems
Your
to be...
weekly fudge injection.
Exactly, your weekly fudge injection, which sounds sufficiently lewd to say on Valentine's Day. Yes, thanks for tuning in, Snail. We'll possibly do something a bit different next week. I think everyone's got a bit of a taste for Doom, so we might have to do that. But yeah, make sure to tune in. It's usually Thursdays, so Thursdays 9 p.m. is the time. Otherwise, check the Discord, check Twitter. I'll make sure and keep everyone updated. But whatever you do the rest of your Valentine's Day, have a fantastic one, even if it is just by yourself. Enjoy yourself, and
Bye, everyone.
I'll see you all next time. It's been a pleasure. Thanks, everyone.
Bye.